Hello, welcome to another episode of Fresh Off the Press English. My name's teacher David Adam. Today we're looking at air companies. This news comes from Yahoo. It's about the fact that no one is flying anymore because of the coronavirus and the problems this is causing for airline companies. Let's look at the headline. No-fly year. 1.5 billion fewer air travelers in 2020 amid COVID-19 crisis. UN Aviation Agency predicts. No-fly. No-fly. This just means there's no aeroplanes in the sky. Just a way of saying there's no aeroplanes flying. No-fly year. There's no aeroplanes flying this year because of the virus. Billion. Billion. This is a large number. Billion. I believe it has 9 zeros. In our Earth, there's like 7.5 billion people. Okay, so 1.5 billion is quite a lot of people. Aviation. Aviation. Now, this word normally refers to anything to do with flying, anything to do with things in the sky. Here we're using this word to refer to airplane companies. Predicts. Predicts. If you predict something, it means you're guessing or you think something is going to happen in the future. I predict tomorrow it will rain. Predict something. What will happen in the future. The pandemic has hammered the airline industry worldwide, with seat capacity dropping by 3/4. Hammered. Hammered. Now, a hammer hits something. So in a way we're saying the pandemic, the disease has hit the airline companies around the world. They've been hammered. They've been hit very hard and they're losing money. They're losing airplanes. They're going out of business. They've been hammered. Capacity. Capacity. Something's capacity is how much it can carry or how much is inside something. Here we're talking about the airplane's capacity. How many people can go inside the airplane? The capacity. The coronavirus pandemic and subsequent travel restrictions have posed an existential threat to the airline industry. Subsequent. Subsequent. Here, so we have the virus and now we have subsequent. Something is subsequent to the virus. It means it happens after the virus and is caused by. Things that are caused by the virus, things that are subsequent to the virus. Here we're talking about people not being allowed to travel, not being allowed to go to other countries, not being allowed to leave their homes. These are subsequent things that have happened after the virus. They are subsequent. Existential. Existential. Now, existential just means something outside of yourself. So it's not caused by the airline. This is an existential threat. So It's something that's hurting the airline from the outside. It's not caused by something inside the airline companies, like bad managers or a disaster like a plane crash. No, this is existential. This is happening outside of the airline companies and is causing a threat. Threat, simply here, this word threat means danger, something that's going to hurt the airline industry. It is a threat to the airline industry. It's a danger to the airline industries. In the US and much of Europe, talk has now shifted to how and when to lift the current lockdown measures. For the aviation industry, this is a matter of survival. The International Air Transport Association estimates that as many as 25 million jobs in the industry could be lost. Estimates. Estimates. Again, this word estimates, similar to the previous word predict. If you estimate something, it means you think it's going to happen. We estimate there will be this many people losing their jobs. It's an estimate. Well, we estimate something, what we think will happen. Let's look at the words from today's lesson. Nəʊ-flaɪ. Nəʊ-flaɪ. Billion. Billion. Aviation. Aviation. Predicts. Predicts. Hammered. Hammered. Subsequent. Subsequent. Existential. Existential. Threat. Threat. Estimates. Estimates. Write down these words and remember them. These are, again, useful words for news that we are talking about now. Billions of people are being affected by this virus. What are the predictions? Many industries, many jobs have been hammered. They are no longer open. The shops are closed. Industry, businesses have been hammered. Capacity is down. People aren't going out. Subsequently, therefore, or being caused by the pandemic, subsequently, people aren't traveling, people can't go outside. So many things are subsequent to the virus happening. Existential. This is a problem that is existential to ourselves, something no one could have imagined. It's an existential problem, something outside of ourselves that we have to try and get through and beat. People in the airline industry are losing their jobs. People in many businesses are losing their jobs. The subsequent job losses from this pandemic, from this disease, many people predict, estimate, could be far worse than the disease itself. The people who can't go to hospital for their checkups or get their medicines because of the hospitals being closed because they're trying to just look after COVID-19 patients, those people as well, subsequently they might suffer in the future as well. And the problems, the subsequent problems caused by this virus are more and more seeming to outweigh the problems caused by the virus. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you are. I want to know what's happening in your world. My world's terrible. I've got a toothache, but I can't go to the dentist because they're closed. And they tell me unless it's life-threatening, they can't help me. And so I'm just left with a terrible pain in my mouth and no solution. So the only thing I can do is try and share that pain with you people, and hopefully it can relieve some of my suffering. Feel free to let me know how you're doing. What are the problems that you have because of the virus, the subsequent problems that are causing problems in your life? As always, please subscribe, like, leave a comment. Remember, don't be bored, be busy. Bye bye.